What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, June 18th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about low cap runes that are heavily undervalued with a low market cap with much upside that can maybe perhaps be 10x to 20x based on a catalyst event. I'm going to share with you just two low cap runes that I feel confident will do really well in the next bull run for the runes ecosystem. So before I share these two low cap runes, you need to always subscribe and like this channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. I just want to put a shout out to Chris Coffee. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to his channel, you need to do so as soon as possible. Now, why is that? Well, it's because he covers a lot of rune gems with low market caps. He was covering Doggo to the Moon, what was roughly around a 200 million market cap, and it went as high as 970 million, almost close to $1 billion. He also covers a new token called Billy and also many other top rune memes. This is a channel I would highly recommend you checking out if you want to see other YouTubers covering the runes ecosystems with low market cap value. Definitely a great YouTuber as well, so check him out as soon as you can. Now, why am I making this video specifically? Well, I did mention in yesterday's video that Fidelity Digital Assets, which is a hedge fund that owns over $4 trillion in assets, made a video introducing runes to their clients. They were just talking about the runes ecosystem and that they're watching closely on how it's evolving, potentially to allow their customers and clients to have exposure to it. Also, what you have to keep in mind are the centralized exchanges. We're talking about tier 1 centralized exchanges. So there's one catalyst event, which is a hedge fund like Fidelity, possibly many more, maybe VanEck, maybe BlackRock one day will pay attention to runes because it's on a layer 2 on top of Bitcoin, which is a commodity, not a security. Now, when we talk about tier 1 exchanges, I always mention that Binance, OKX, Bybit, Kraken, Gate.io, HTX, KuCoin, and so many more have done reports on runes, have educated their customers on runes, and also have talked either about the dog token or other specific prominent top 10 rune coins such as RSIC and PUPS. But I want to share with you two specific runes that have low cap values, because once Fidelity and all these tier 1 exchanges start listing, say for instance Doggo to the Moon, they're going to start listing these other top rune tokens as well. And what's going to happen is that their market caps are going to grow substantially from there on out. So let's go ahead and cover the very first rune token. Now, I want to focus on pizza delivery, also known as the pizza. Usually the very first word is going to be the ticker symbol of that specific rune token. So pizza delivery or pizza is one that I want you to pay attention to. Now, it's etched rune number 15 out of thousands of runes that have been etched so far to date. Now, the market cap is extremely low, $1.9 million. Now, some of the holders have been airdropped roughly these tokens, and there are roughly around 11,000 of these holders who own pizza. Now, when you look at the token supply, there's around 10.5 billion of these tokens. What's really nice is the holder count. I like looking at how many holders own this specific token. Not many trades as of right now, but I do believe this is heavily undervalued. Pizza is a very prominent word that we hear in the Bitcoin ecosystem because we know the whole story around someone who spent 10,000 Bitcoin to buy 2 big orders of pizza, and that is going to be written in history throughout all time. I definitely think that this right here has the potential to reach in the multi-millions. I think into not only just the 20 billions, but the hundreds of millions. I want you to pay attention to this. So I definitely think that right now this has the best sort of exposure for you to have liquidity in something like this at such a low market cap. So keep this in mind. I want you to pay attention to this specific token. Now let's pay attention to another one, which is Satoshi Nakamoto. Remember, we always have to pay attention to the very first ticker symbol, which is going to be Satoshi, which is going to be that rune's ticker symbol. It's etched rune number 6. That's important. So it was definitely there ahead of time. I'm always looking at the holder count, 17,000, which is pretty good for a 21 million supply. This is probably honoring Bitcoin supply, which is 21 million as well. Now this has a 26 million market cap, much higher than pizza. But I definitely think because of the ticker symbol, because of the rune etch number, because of the healthy holder count, this to me has potential to reach in the hundreds of millions as well. If anything, if the runes ecosystem starts being listed on tier 1 exchanges, and also if you have hedge funds such as Fidelity, VanEck, ARK Invest, maybe even BlackRock someday paying attention to this will be amazingly, if that's even a word, amazing, to be in the hundreds of millions in terms of its market cap. Now, the reason I'm only paying attention to Satoshi and Pizza as of right now is because, number one, low cap value in terms of its market cap, also healthy holder count as well, also really cheap entry price, but most importantly, how much has been pre-mined. So if you go over to Luminex, sometimes I go over here and I select rune number and it sorts everything etched by the number that it was etched on. So 1 to however many. So it's in this order. So if you look at Satoshi right now, you can see that right now there is that specific holder count. 20% was pre-mined, Maximus was 168,000. So this to me seems pretty healthy in my personal point of view. And then if you go over to page 2, you can see that over here is Pizza. 100% was pre-mined because it was going to be given to its holders with that roughly 11,000 holder count. So I pay attention to this because sometimes you'll see maybe a rune token that only has one holder, 100% is pre-mined. So that to me is kind of a red flag. I don't pay attention to those anymore. And also, what's the first ticker symbol or the first word that's coming up? Is it going to be magic? Is that really going to catch on? If I go back to the first page, like if I look at the rune hammer and it also has only one holder, you know, the is not going to be the best ticker symbol. So these are some factors that you need to keep in mind. Sometimes I look at luminex.io to assist me in this. So I want to hear your points of view of other low cap gems, because some people are talking about Billy or $1 billion cat, which is another potential rune token that could get in the hundreds of millions. But to me, I'm just not exposed to it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions regarding other low cap gems that I'm just not paying attention to right now. Because on this channel, we want to cover rune low cap gems to share with the community so that everybody can have a fair chance and opportunity for generational wealth. So with that said, if you want to support the channel and if you want to stay alert to all the rune gems, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding rune tokens. Until then, I'll see you guys and girls next time.